There's 2 heaters here, 2 rate packs that were power vented out these holes. And then what we're doing now is putting in these ETI heaters, which are high efficiency. We're gonna do fresh air intake kits on them. So they'll always have fresh air since there's not a whole lot of ventilation in this room. And then the exhaust is gonna go right out the wall here. So we gotta punch a couple of holes for the exhaust lines. We'll reuse the existing for the fresh air. We had to redo the manifold over here. We put in a new isolation valve for the pool since we're below water level currently. A new bypass valve, and then a 3-inch heater bypass loop here. Got them plumbed in with isolation valves for each heater, a flow meter for each heater, as well as a flow switch since we are under water level now. Pressure switch would not work properly. We got the gas line ran yesterday. So today we're working on our condensate line, electrical, and venting, and then just kind of buttoning up some stuff that we had to move out of the way to install these heaters, run new chlorinator lines. But yeah, yesterday was pretty much demo and get it to this point here.
So about how long will this whole evolution take?
Hopefully 2 days. You know, we're kind of fighting some weather today, so that might slow us down a little bit. And then there's always the fire everything up and see how everything's operating and then make adjustments as needed. We want these heaters lasting as long as they possibly can. So we want to make sure that we got adequate gas flow going to the heaters. Venting's properly ran, got enough water going through the heaters. The condensate is pumping out of the heaters properly. And that's about it. Careful this doesn't smack you across the face.
Alright folks, today's mission, should band choose to accept it, is to take on the ultimate challenge. Drilling not 1, but 2 big ol' holes in a 1-foot thick cinder block wall. Having these 2 extra holes should help to maximize the life of these Pentair heaters. With only 2 portholes, these old heaters were forced to intake air from inside the pump room, which often contains chemicals and stagnant hot air. Because they require fresh air for proper combustion and efficient operation, having these 2 extra holes should help maximize the life of these Pentair heaters. And we're here to bring this bad boy into the future with new heaters and a total of 4 portholes to double the capacity. And to do that, we're breaking out the heavy artillery, the absolute king of tools, Milwaukee. We've got the SDS Max rotary hammer. Now, when it comes to tools, Milwaukee is like the Swiss Army knife of pool construction. It's reliable, powerful, and if we're being honest, kind of makes the competition look like they're still using hand-cranked drills from the Stone Age. Now, we're all wondering how long will it take to drill through this monster of a wall? Let's see if Band and his trusty Milwaukee gear are up to the task. Spoiler alert, they definitely are. This right here is why we use Milwaukee. The SDS Max is built for this kind of abuse. It's got power for days, but it's smooth enough that Band won't have jelly arms by the end of this. Their tools come with a vibration control that makes jobs like this not only doable, but enjoyable. Trust me, once you use one of these, you'll never look back. It's like going from riding a donkey to driving a Corvette. No offense to donkeys. And just like that, 1 hole down, 1 to go. Milwaukee doesn't just have the power, they've got finesse. And that's why Picture Perfect Pool Services has been riding with them for years. They never let us down. No offense, other brands. But it's like choosing between a plain hamburger and one with all the toppings. You know which one you want. This is where Milwaukee really shines. Consistency. Our company and Milwaukee products are like Batman and Robin. Sure, one's got the spotlight, but it's a team effort. Whether it's drilling into concrete or in this case an extremely stubborn cinder block wall, they never lose their edge. And there you have it, folks. 2 big ol' holes drilled cleanly through 12 inches of stubborn cinder block. The verdict? It took about an hour, and yes, Milwaukee held up beautifully. As always, they rose to the challenge like they have for us time and time again. The tools never flinch, and neither do we. In the end, it's not just about drilling holes. It's about getting the job done right and having the tools that help you do that. So, whether you're a pro or someone just dipping their toes in the water, Milwaukee is the brand you want by your side. Now, if you'll excuse us, we've got some pipes to install and maybe a nap to take. After all, even heroes need rest.
Follow, like, and subscribe for more.